welcome back. Konnichiwa. Herzlich willkommen. Guys, I have to give you an urgent Sava update here. Cassava signs a stock. Listen for a second. I don't know if you can hear that in the background. There are some alarm ringing or some sirens from the police or whatever. And yeah, I think it's an urgent update here, what we have to do, because Sava is in a position to see here a very, very big short squeeze, guys. Yeah, I give you here the updated chart price prediction. This is of course not financial advice. I uploaded here already a couple of videos on Sava, and the most significant one, and also my first video ever on Sava, was this one here, guys. You can see that here, 18th of July. I uploaded already here for Sava and said there might be a big move coming. Yeah, I thought already that we have here a very high short squeeze potential. That was the 18th of July. So you can see in the chart, guys, here, that was the day when I created the video. And the reason was because we have here a trend channel pattern for Sava, and I expected the squeeze to happen here in that blue box here, guys, in this date range. And what we can see is just one day after I released the video, that is depending here on the time zone, Japan and the US, for example. That is the reason, guys, why I expected a squeeze to happen. And we can see that we had here a massive squeeze for Sava in total. When I try to grab here the bottom of the candle, so in total you can see, guys, we had here a 386% squeeze. And the question is, can we squeeze even higher, and when yes, or if yes, then when and to which price levels? So I give you all the information here in this video, guys. I always try to predict here short squeezes on my channel. The main purpose, of course, is to educate you in trading, but I love to trade short squeeze stocks, guys, and Sava is for sure a short squeeze play, guys. So let's dive into the chart. What happened since we had the squeeze? The peak was in here in the daily chart at $42.20. There is one big resistance in the chart, guys, for Sava, which could stop the squeeze. The first line is $36.36. This is the first resistance level which we have, but not the strongest one. Let me have a quick look here in the 4 hours chart. And no, we didn't touch it yet, but $44.38 is the price level where I expect the market makers to step in, because otherwise, yeah, that could bring us here a very, very huge short squeeze, guys. We know that Sava has the potential to squeeze even higher. When we see the open gaps, we have one open gap here at $67.80, $78.05, guys, and even one open gap at $115. So this is possible. These are the possible price targets for Sava. And when I made this upload here, Sava was trading at $9, guys. So if we should continue to squeeze, and I can tell you that now from the beginning here, we are here in the favor for a squeeze and not to see a sell-off, guys. So that is a potential 1000% squeeze play. That's why I also mentioned here, guys. I know the people don't like that, but I said we could see here a very, very strong squeeze like Gamestop or AMC short squeeze, guys. Because when this ticker starts to short squeeze, that doesn't mean that $112 or $115 is the limit. It could go much, much higher. This is not to hype you up, but these are the price levels which I expect at least. When we see here a short squeeze, we know that here is a strong resistance. But first, let's talk about the actual situation before we talk about here the very high price targets. And what I really like now, guys, is, yeah, we have the same situation like we had here. We already had one squeeze in July 2022, guys. Then the next squeeze was July 2024. So you can see this is not a coincidence. The market makers use these market phases here to bring the price down, to manipulate. To correct the price. Yeah, and then you can see as soon as we hit here the trend channel bottom line here, we see a very, very strong squeeze reaction for Sava, guys. We also had that here before. You can see that the stock started to bounce here at the top of this trend channel, but could not hold this level, and then the sell-off started. And it's very simple to trade, because every time when we hit here the bottom of the trend channel, we see a squeeze for Sava. That is also one of the reasons why I could predict that here so easily. We have to understand the situation in the background. We have a lot of short interest here, so let's start with this first. By the way, guys, if you missed that squeeze here, of course, Sava has still squeeze potential, but I always try to catch the lowest possible price ranges here. That's why I released my video here on that day. I said, hey, there is a very high potential to see a squeeze right now. And you can see that that was right. So I have also many other short squeeze stocks here in my pocket, which I'm releasing every week, guys. I call them the hot stocks. So every Sunday I upload here the hot stock videos, and when I upload this video, guys, that means that the tickers in these videos have very high squeeze potential. You can see some of the member feedbacks here in the screenshot. So what I try to do is I try to show here tickers with high squeeze potential, and of course I show them before they squeeze. So when I release those videos, I expect those tickers to squeeze in the very few next trading days. Even there is no guarantee, of course. Last week we had two squeezes here, this one with 173% and this one here with 122%, guys. Yeah, so if you want to see those hidden short squeeze plays, then you can of course join in here our trading community. The most popular membership which I have is the full package membership on Patreon. You can see all the member benefits here. We have a brand new FAQ section now on Patreon where I answer all the questions about trading. Most of the members have the same questions, or even beginners or advanced traders struggle always with the same questions about trading. So I have now a brand new FAQ section on Patreon, guys, where I answer most of those questions. So if you want to become a member, guys, we're growing here every day, then feel free to join in. You can click here the info icon in the corner, then you get access to the Patreon member link. So, okay, what's next, guys? Sava. The reason why I didn't make a video upload here in the last weeks is because we still didn't break the price level here of $31.39. This is still active. This is a quite old chart. I never touch or adjust my price levels, guys. $31.39 is the make it or break it price level for a squeeze for Sava, and then the next price level is $44.38, guys. When we break over this price level here, we can see a massive squeeze for Sava. So now we're playing ping pong because the support right now is the top of this trend channel here. The top line is supporting the price. We touched it once, started to squeeze. We touched it twice, started to squeeze. What I of course don't like is that we still are not able to build higher highs. So this is here something like a wedge pattern which is building up. But when we see what the market is doing right now, we have a very bullish market phase. Even in the last 1 or 2 weeks, the market is still calm. We had here much bigger squeezes in October here. 854%, for example, was one of my hot stock squeezes here. But since 1 or 2 weeks, the market is in a little bit cooling off, but it is just the silence before the storm, because I think we see much more squeezes incoming, and Sava is one of those short squeeze plays. So the support price, in my opinion, is now here between $23.50 and $25.50. And the good thing is, as long as we stay over $25.50, this is this green line here, guys, this is very bullish, very in favor for the bulls. If we break below this trend line here, which means below $23.50, and the next days, of course, is descending here, that would not be in favor for a squeeze, guys. We need a clearly bounce back here, and of course we need a higher high here, at least higher than $32, that we confirm that the bulls are still there and they still want to accumulate their positions for this price. And of course then maybe some short sellers get forced to close their positions. Talking about the short sellers, guys, 43% of the float is short. This is massive. 43% of the float is short for Sava. This is a massive short squeeze play. You can see this ticker is ranked in the top 30 here on Fintel. To be very honest, I don't care much about that, because usually when Fintel is listing those stocks, it's already too late. So that's why I use only Fintel here to show the short interest. But we have to see that the short interest is very high, 43%, and the float is just 42 million shares. Yo, guys, there is a high potential to see a short squeeze for Sava, yeah? Would I FOMO in right now? It depends, guys. Usually, as I said, my strategy is to catch the lowest possible price. But we have to acknowledge the actual situation. And the actual situation is that we don't see a massive sell-off reaction. Yeah, usually we see this shakeouts here before a squeeze, and Sava is still holding this price. I would set a very tight stop loss here below $23, because even they just shake out the price. This is not the kind of trades that I'm doing. But when we see also the RSI structure here, every time when we hit the oversold area, we have at least a small bounce back here, but we have to see a confirmation breakout. At least we have to break 31.39 to confirm that the bulls are here still in play. And as I said, that could lead into a short squeeze for Sava, and the price levels, as I mentioned before, guys, first of all, $44.38, $67 and $78 and higher are possible for Sava, guys. Yeah, if you want to copy here the price levels from my chart, this is here everything based on TradingView, what you see here. I can give you here a discount link in the video description, guys, for this chart program. I use that for all my videos and all my trades. So take your chance and get a discount today, guys. We have now here a $15 discount when you use my link. This is also available when you click here on the info icon in the corner. I always recommend the premium tier. This is the best value for your money. And if you want to learn trading, guys, TradingView is the way to go. I use that since many, many years, and I'm very, very happy with that. Okay, guys, that was my update here on Sava. I hope that was helpful for you. If you like this content and if you don't want to miss any updates, please hit the like and subscribe button right now. I would really appreciate that, guys. Thank you for your support and see you in the next video. Arigato gozaimasu. Vielen Dank. Alles Gute mit Sava und bis zum nächsten Video. Take care. Bye bye, guys.